Hi everyone, this is Kija and I'm going to be highlighting today a video by Dr. John Casey. But before I do that, I wanted to, as always, thank everyone who is supporting Awakening the Goddess. Those of you that support our YouTube channel, that support us, our Facebook page, and also our Instagram. We do have some posts on X, so thank you for your support. And for those of you who have purchased the film, and you should know that when you purchase the film on the site where it's streaming, you can watch it as many times as you want. And there's a lot of content in this film, so that's really helpful. So you can watch it over and over, parts of it over and over. And we don't make money off the streaming of the video. What money we do earn goes back into keeping it up there on that CineCosmos streaming site. So thank you, all of you who have supported us. And again, I want to say, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out either through our YouTube page or through our website, which is awakeningthegoddessfilm.com. And that has a great resource page of all the teachers and the organizations associated with those teachers on that resource page, so you can reach out to them. There's also an email where you can reach out to me directly. And if I can't answer your question, I will connect you with someone who can. So please don't hesitate to reach out. One of the reasons I'm going to talk about Dr. John Casey's video is in the last couple of weeks, we've been having a lively discussion on YouTube with some viewers who have responded to the videos that we've had on the people who have had spontaneous Kundalini awakening. And many of you have commented, and also people have commented about having a teacher and how you need a teacher. So I thought, okay, so that's the next series of videos we'll talk about. And that's why I'm talking about Dr. John Casey's video here, which is the Guru and Kundalini Awakening. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the video itself, but I'm going to talk about how Dr. John Casey came to be in the film. And I first want to thank Kari Rossberry, who is a fellow LMU Masters of Yoga Studies graduate, and she actually opened up her home so we could film this interview with Dr. John Casey. So thank you, Kari, for doing that, and to the crew that went there to help film this video. He spoke, Dr. John Casey spoke for an hour straight with no notes, and he could have gone longer, but I wanted to give the crew a break. But he's so knowledgeable in this subject. And how he came to be in the film is he's a teacher. At the time, he was a teacher of Sanskrit and Buddhism at LMU, and he was like, in the program, he was our Sanskrit teacher in the Masters of Yoga Studies program, and he also taught Buddhism. And so I had gone to I had actually reached out to some other Buddhist teachers who are in like the lineage of the Dalai Lama's lineage, and they basically said, oh, there is no Kundalini in our lineage. And not all of them said that, but the ones some of them I reached out to, and I thought that's odd. So when I went to Dr. Casey, who of course I could talk to because he's my teacher, he gladly stepped forward and did this interview for us, and had a lot to say about Kundalini, Dumo, and Kundalini awakening. So thank you to Dr. John Casey. And he makes some really important points. He makes some of the best clearly explain points about why a person should have a teacher if they're going to awaken their Kundalini. And one of the things, I think a great point he makes in the video is that this mechanism of this yoga and this Kundalini awakening is complex, and it has to be demonstrated. And I will give a hearty yes to that, because one of the most helpful things in my journey is getting to have a teacher where you actually see, oh, that's what that looks like when you live that teaching, when you have that experience. Or I mean, it's really an experiential path anyway, but if you can see someone who has demonstrated that, it's so helpful. And the other thing that Dr. Casey talks about is when this energy is awake, and there are certain distortions that happen. And I can't overemphasize this enough, that things can get distorted. And if you have a teacher who can help navigate you through this journey, and I don't mean to make it sound scary or anything like that, but there's been several times where I've gone off onto a potential detour. And not that that's right or wrong, but to have a teacher who can guide you and just save you some time. Now, if you just think about an analogy of like if you do sports, or like I do martial arts, and so I have always been so happy to have someone say, "Oh, don't do that. Do it this way. You'll save time. That's not really effective. That technique, or don't do that. You might injure yourself." And people don't seem to get like upset about that. In the sports world, in the martial arts world. But if you talk about like a teacher or a guru, people kind of get like a little bent out of shape if you talk about someone who can help you save some time and direct your course. But it says it's as practical as if you were an athlete or a martial artist to have somebody say to you, "Let me save you time, and that technique is not really effective. This will be much more effective," and it saves you time on a practical level. So I think the point that Dr. Casey makes is so important. So I will stop talking and let you view the video. It's up here, and as always, please reach out if you have any questions or comments even. So that's how our discussion got started this week. So please reach out if you have any questions, and enjoy the video.